If you're an introvert starting a YouTube channel, you're overthinking everything. And for sure, you've asked yourself this question: does anybody want to watch the videos that I want to make? So before you make that final decision on what your channel topic should be, you need to answer that one simple question. Is anyone already watching this type of content on YouTube? And this is not about chasing trends or selling out. It's about making sure that your effort making brilliant, entertaining videos don't just disappear into the algorithm abyss. So you need to confirm there is actual demand for your channel's topic. Check if anyone cares in the nicest way possible. So today's step is really figuring out if people are already watching YouTube videos that are similar to your channel's topic. And here's why we're doing this now. If you check demand as the first step to creating your channel, all you're gonna do is end up chasing trends instead of passion, and that's gonna lead to burnout. If you check demand way too late when planning your channel, you might spend months making videos that only 5 people are gonna watch. So let's find the sweet spot. The sweet spot is, I love making videos about this topic, and other people love watching videos about this topic. When I started this channel, I started with music reactions because I knew there was demand. YouTube is flooded with reaction channels and people were watching tons of them constantly. There was already a built-in audience. And so that gave me the confidence that if I kept posting, people who already watch reactions would eventually find me. And they did. So it worked. But because I wasn't making videos for an empty room, there was already an audience waiting for me. So here's what you should do. Go to YouTube and search your idea. Just use that search bar. Type in your hobby or your actual channel idea. What types of videos show up? And how many times are those videos viewed? Are they in the hundreds or the thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even more? And are there multiple creators making those types of videos? If you can say yes to all those, that is excellent, because that proves people are watching that type of content, and there's going to be room for you to make your videos too. If you answered no to some of those questions, that's not necessarily a deal breaker, but you should probably proceed with caution because the road could be a little bit more difficult. Look for red flags. If you search your topic in YouTube and all you get is academic lectures and TED Talks, or maybe videos that are like 10 years old, that might be a problem. If your search shows just 5 results and they're all in super low, like 240p resolution, that's another red flag. If the top videos all have very low views, despite being very well made, that's a problem. So if all of those things are true, your channel topic might just be too small, or YouTube just isn't ready for it yet. Having a smaller topic does not necessarily mean it's a bad topic. You may not need millions of fans and millions of viewers. Sometimes just having 500 obsessed people is better than having 50,000 casual viewers. Small, passion-driven communities like fountain pen nerds are incredibly loyal. So you just need to make sure that they exist and they're already watching videos on YouTube that are aligned with your topic idea. So yes, you should absolutely follow your interests, but you should ask yourself, is this interest only a thing that I love, or is this a thing that lots of other people love too? Because if your passion overlaps with what people are already watching, you are golden. If it doesn't, that's okay, but you have to be prepared for probably a longer, more difficult journey. When I started reactions, I already knew there was demand for that. But since then, I've started testing other things like scripted comedy, ranting about being unemployed, etc. But I didn't first check to see if people were watching that stuff. And it would have saved me a ton of anxiety just confirming that first before I thought, oh, I want to make this video, but wondering, is anybody even going to watch and is it worth it? I think if I had picked something with 0 audience, I probably would have burned out, blamed the algorithm, and then just gone back to searching for jobs on LinkedIn. So I was lucky that music reactions, I did those first and they had demand, but that part I did check first. So I didn't overthink it. All I did was type reaction into YouTube. I saw they're being viewed. I was already watching music reactions, and then I just got to work. So before you go and sink 3 months into making videos about model trains that were released in the year 1955, confirm, is anybody already watching that type of video? If the answer is yes, then you've got a shot. But if the answer is no, you've got a choice to make. Do you want to continue on the harder journey or pivot slightly to find a bigger potential audience and better opportunity? So maybe instead of model trains from 1955, you expand your channel topic to say all model trains. Now that you've confirmed there's an audience for your channel idea, let's figure out what type of experience you're going to create for the viewers. Are you ranting, teaching, or just vibing? Find out now in the next video.